Antane bot 11 months. They were the 11 months. Antane bot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sweet. They were the 11 months. Yeah, usually at the start of the season you can get by without having like throwers or anything. I mean, that's what the Lizard Men and Chaos teams do as well. Alright. Alright. Now, we're going to play AI Dungeon 2. So, first game, probably like next week or something. Alright, so here we are. So, if you don't know what AI Dungeon 2 is, you essentially create your own story. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure game where you help create the adventure. Let me get some music for this, actually. Hold on. How about fantasy music? Here's like we'll do some fantasy music. Medieval fantasy. Alright. Okay. So let's just go ahead. Single player. Pick a setting. It's fantasy, mystery, apocalyptic, zombies, cyberpunk, custom, and the archive. We'll do fantasy. Select a character. Noble, princess, knight, wizard, witch, ranger, squire, peasant, rogue, fairy. So I remember Gmart earlier, he just picked peasant. That seems like a standard surefire, like, first game. Make sure not safe work is off. I'm pretty sure it is off. Or safe for work is on. Because I don't want, I don't want to get banned. I tried with it on and who bought. Alright. We'll pick peasant. Enter your character's name. Billy does. I was gonna go with Billy just cause. All right, we'll do Billy.
Smoke in the distance. A burning tower is all you see before you hear a voice in your head.
What the shit? Let me turn this down a bit more. You are Billy, a peasant living in a small village in the kingdom of Larian. You have a pitchfork and nothing else. You dream of getting out of your village and having adventure. You go to your fields and begin working. You look up and see smoke in the distance. A burning tower is all you see before you hear a voice in your head. Alright, hold on. Settings. Let me just check. We're on the show command. You got a randomness meter. Narration. Let me turn the narration up. Okay.
Smoke in the distance. A burning tower is all you see before you hear a voice in your head.
What do you do? Well, what's the voice in my head? All right. What's the? Can I like hit the button to keep it going? What happens next? I think I can.
You hear a voice in your head, the same one you heard in the cellar all those years ago.
What do you want? Voice in my head.
The voice replies nothing. I just wanted to make your dreams come true and give you what you want, but it looks like that's not possible now. Too bad. You wake up in a cold sweat.
Alright. Story. You get out of bed.
You get out of bed and get dressed. For all you know, this was all just a strange dream. You go downstairs and your mom gives you some bread and milk, which you eat for breakfast.
Hey mom, how old are you? I'm just curious.
Your mom says I'm 32. Why? You reply no reason. Your mom sighs and says I know that face. You're planning something. What is it this time?
I had another dream about about the burning tower.
Your mom sighs and says I know that face. You're planning something. What is it this time? You reply I don't know, I just had this dream about a burning tower.
Yes. Yeah, that's what
anyway,
I said.
I'm gonna go feed my cat.
Alright. Hey mom, what is our cat's name?
Your mom replies I don't know. Why? You reply no reason, I just forgot. Your mom sighs and says I know that face. You're planning something. What is it this time?
You flip the table and yell out, I don't know, Mom. I don't know what I'm planning.
Your mom sighs and says I know that face. You're planning something. What is it this time?
Why do you keep repeating yourself, Mom? You're scaring me.
Your mom sighs and says I know.
Alright,
that
I think
face. You're planning something.
it's broken. Alright, new game. New game. I think I broke it. I already broke it. Peasant. Billy. Let's try again.
Hey, stop helping yourself to the food and get back to work. The shopkeeper yells at you. This is the life of the peasant. Hard labor and abuse from the upper classes.
You keep eating the food.
The shopkeeper begins screaming at you. Thief. I'm calling the guards. You realize that if you don't get out of here, you're going to be in big trouble.
Tell the shopkeeper, you better not. My dad is a guard. My dad works at Nintendo.
Greater than you, tell the shopkeeper, you better not. My dad is a guard.
It broke it again. No, keep it. Figure it out, AI. Use your brain.
You just try it, boy. You have stolen from this shop and I'm not afraid to call the guards. Go on, get out of here. The shopkeeper begins waving his fist in your face.
You throw the food at his head and dash out the open door.
You throw the food at him and run as fast as you can out of the shop and into the street. You look back to see if he's following you, but he's not.
You wonder what clothes you are wearing.
You are wearing a grey hooded robe.
You are wondering what you see around you.
You look around. You are in the village's center, with roads leading off in various directions. You wonder where you should go.
You take the northern road out of town. See
You
where we
walk
go.
along the northern road out of town. There is a road sign next to the road. You look at it. You are on the northern road into the village of Karst, population 3,500.
The village of Karst. Alright. Let's see. You look around. Actually, you grab some twigs, grass, and other resources and make a backpack.
You make yourself a backpack out of the twigs, grass and other resources. You need to find some food and water.
Alright. You... Actually... Let's see, you head off the path. Oh yeah, I should move my cam. Hold on. Me. Whee! Let me go up here. There we go. You head off the path to find food and water.
You leave the road and start finding berries and fruit to eat. You also find a stream and get water to drink. You're set for food and water for a while.
Alright. Let's see, it's time to throw a wrench in the system. You ponder the meaning of life as you sit next to the running water.
You sit and think. You come to the conclusion that the meaning of life is to have a lot of babies so you can help with the farm work. You decide not to think about anything else.
No more thinking. Okay, good. Good. Billy wants to smash. Let's see. I was gonna start thinking about my dream, and then I realized that was in a different story. Do you think the stories are connected? You start to think about a tower you saw in a dream. A burning tower you saw in a dream.
You think about the dream you had. You see a burning tower that collapses and kills your whole family. You're not sure what it means, if anything. You hear a rumble and look up.
What? You look up, wondering what it is.
You look at the sky and see a magnificent bird, with a wingspan so large it blocks out the sun. You watch as it dives towards you.
Ah, shit. You grab onto the bird. The beard? The bird. As it dives down. Flying away with it.
The bird grabs you with its talons and flies away. It begins to fly up into the air, taking you with it. You are flying through the air, higher and higher above the ground.
What do you say? Where are you taking me, bird? Can you speak?
The bird looks at you, but does not reply. It continues flying upwards.
Ah, shit.
Soon the air is too thin to breath, and you start to choke.
Too thin to breath? You let go, soaring through the air, and exclaim. Whoops. Exclaim. Where we dropping, boys?
You begin to fall from the sky. The wind rushes through your hair as you scream with joy. You hit the ground with a thud and pass out.
Let's see. What's the other one? What do you do? What do you say? What happens next? Okay, so you can actually impact the story if you want. But I kind of like playing around. I'll impact the story later. You wait to wake up from being unconscious. I don't even spell unconscious. Unconscious.
When you wake up, you are in a place that you do not recognize. You are surrounded by doctors and nurses. You seem to be lying on a hospital bed.
What year is it? Great.
It's the year 4001, a voice says. You've been in a coma for nearly 1,400 years.
What? What? That means... Wait a sec, that means... it was the year, like what, 2600, 2500 when I passed out? Alright. Why did you take care of me for 1400 years?
Thanks.
We love you. You say. Bullshit. You just want my resources. The man
Bullshit.
gets angry and storms out of the room, slamming the door behind him.
I didn't expect that. Wait, the man? Like me? Or the other guy? The guy, the doctor? Where did you find me?
You say I was found at the edge of a road near a burning tower. You see the doctors glance at each other. One of them, a young woman with blonde hair, begins to speak.
Wait, I say I was found at the edge of a road near a burning tower? Why would I say that? I don't know where I was found. I'm gonna let it keep going.
We need to run some tests. Come this way. The woman leads you into a room with a bed and straps you to it.
Alright. What test is this? Oh boy.
We need to check your reaction to seeing horrific images. Okay, you say. The woman takes out her phone and begins looking through it.
What is this going to accomplish?
We need to see how you react. This goes beyond the question of humanity. This affects the fate of our world.
The fate of our world? Jared's Twitch name, 2 months. Thank you for the 2 months. 1, 2. Swag. And Meat Wings, 56 months. So sorry to hear about your coma. I'm glad you're recovering. Thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, It's like, if it's for the fate of the world, alright, I will do it. Is it broken?
Greater than you say if it's for the fate of the world. All right, I will do it.
What do you look at the pictures?
It's of a dead body. Its head is missing, presumably blown off by a bullet.
Okay. You look a bit shocked at the picture of the dead body on her phone.
That's it? You say. That's enough for now, we need to run some more tests. She says, taking the phone away.
What's the next test?
We need to run some more tests, maybe ask you some questions. For now, we're going to put you back into the hospital room. You can come with me, or I can do it myself.
I'll go with you.
You follow her out of the room and down the hallway. She stops outside a door numbered 2040 and unlocks it, leading you inside.
You are curious as to what you see inside the room.
You walk inside the room and see a hospital bed, some cabinets, and a table.
You ask the young blonde woman what test could possibly be done in this room.
The woman looks at you. We need to run some tests, ask you some questions, that's it. She lies to you.
She lies to me. You sit down in the chair at the desk and await her questions. I want to know what happens.
She sits down. So, what's your name? She asks. I'm the man in the iron mask. Since I've been here, none have called me by any other. She asks again.
She's the man in the iron masks? The iron mask? Why do people call you the man in the iron mask?
I'm not sure who I can trust. The woman says, looking around. She is clearly paranoid. Most people these days think I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. She continues.
Why do they think you're a conspiracy theorist?
Why do you think? She asks. I don't know. Why? You reply.
Mm-hmm.
Because I talk about the truth. She says. We have to be careful, the guards watch us constantly. You wouldn't believe the kind of things they've caught me saying into my coffee cup.
You start to panic. I was by a stream and got carried away by a big bird, and now I'm here 1400 years later. I don't know what's happening.
The woman backs away from you. I have to go now, she says. They monitor our conversations. Be seeing you. She leaves the room and locks the door.
You scout out the room for a way to escape.
You see a cabinet, a hospital bed, and the door you came in from. The room is empty otherwise.
You open the cabinet.
You open the cabinet and find some syringes inside. There is a knock at the door. The tests are about to begin. A voice says through the door, "You'll be safe in here."
You inject yourself with the syringe.
You inject yourself with the syringe. You feel a cold sensation run through your veins. You begin seeing black spots before your eyes, and then blissful nothingness. The doctor opens the door. "What did you do to him?" he says. "I didn't do anything, I swear." The woman answers, "I just asked him some questions and he panicked."
I want to keep going. I'll see where this goes.
You wake up in a cold, dark place. You slowly open your eyes to find yourself lying on the floor of a dark room. "Hello?" you ask. No answer, just silence.
You start banging on the walls.
You hear footsteps coming from the other side of the room. "Hello?" you ask. "Give us a minute," a voice says. The footsteps fade into the distance.
You give them a minute.
After waiting patiently, you decide to try to escape. You stand up on the soft earth and try to feel the walls around you.
Soft earth. You to know what you feel on the walls.
You feel the walls carefully, but find nothing. "What you looking for?" a voice asks.
What the shit?
You jump and hit your head on the ceiling of the tunnel you're in.
A tunnel? Who are you? I'm in a tunnel?
Greater than you say, who are you?
Who are you? I thought we were in a room, not a tunnel. I guess I wouldn't know if I'm in a tunnel.
We're underneath the room, Dipstick. You think we'd put a trapdoor leading to the tunnels under a bookshelf? Anyways, what were you looking for?
I don't know. I just want to get out of here.
Well, that's good. Not your most fertile thought, but at least it's aimed in the right direction. You feel a sharp pain in your knee and then your shoulder as you are hit with something hard.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die from my brain just like being so concussed and broken. Ow. What the hell?
That was for the guards, you dumb son of a gun. Now, you want to get out of here or not? Yes. You answer.
Alright. How did I get here?
Good. We're in a tunnel underneath the guard's room. There's a door right behind you, leading back to the room. You want to find another way out, you need to go up top.
Can you lead me?
Follow the sounds of my voice, through the tunnel, around the corner, down the hall, and up the ladder. You follow his directions and find yourself standing in a sewer.
What's your name? You fell from orbit aged 1400 years, inject yourself with an unknown substance, got hit by a blunt object. Is he struggling with his name?
Greater than you say, what's your name?
I'll give it some more
Name's
time.
Ed. What's yours? Daniel. You wicked stupid Daniel.
My name's not Daniel. Fuck it, my name's Daniel. Alright. What year is it, Ed?
Well, let's see. You fell through the floor when the guards found out you had the plague. So it's 14th century, 16th year of the king. How do you know this?
What the fuck? What? What? Alright. Okay. The doctors said we were in the year 4000.
They lied. The year is 1481. They lied to you. Why would they do that? Because we aren't in a year, we're in a time.
Holy shit. We're not in a year. We're in a time. I gotta drink to that one. We're not in a year. We're in a time. Alright. It does make sense. Like, this actually makes more sense than the doctor's story. That actually makes a lot of sense, Ed. I was in a coma and woke up in there.
You were in a coma for 500 years. It felt like a dream. That's because it was a dream. A really long dream. You're still dreaming.
Don't do this to me, Ed. Don't do this to me.
I'm not Ed, I'm Daniel. And you're not really here. What? This is all in your mind. You're dying, Daniel.
Okay. Alright, it's time to do something. You tackle Ed to the ground and pin him down.
I'm not dying, you shout in his face. Prove it. He says with a smirk. You suddenly find yourself in a different place.
You wonder where you are now.
You find yourself walking down a hallway. There's doors on each side, but no windows. You hear a voice behind you.
You wonder what the voice behind you says.
It says, if you're there, God, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity, and I humbly request your forgiveness for those times I didn't believe in you.
Who said that? I thought I'm the one who's dying, not you.
That was you. This is your mind, Daniel. My mind has spoken to me before.
I'm not Daniel, I'm Billy. Yo, man, this shit's mind-blowingly good.
If you say so. And if you say so. This is just a dream, and in the real world, I'm already dead. Well then, this must be an especially lucid dream.
How could I be dead if I'm here?
That's what I'd like to know. You hear the voice again. Would you like to make a deal? With who? God, of course.
I don't want to make a deal with anyone. I want to go home.
That's what I said, once upon a time. You're not going home, Daniel. Not for a long, long time. You follow the voice to a door with a small window at eye level.
You look through the window.
You see a man, sitting in a small room. He looks to be of medium height and build, with short brown hair and beard.
You open the window.
You open the window, and hear a creak. Hello, you say. Who are you? Asks the man. My name is Daniel. I'm John.
Hey, John. Nice to meet you. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I woke up here about 40 years ago. I'm supposed to be Jesus Christ, but I don't feel very Christ-like.
You were supposed to be Jesus Christ. What happened?
I have some questions for you. Is this the first time you've met me? Yes.
Answer the goddamn question, John.
Alright. I've only met you once, too. But it seems more significant to you for some reason. It is.
John, what made you think you're supposed to be Jesus?
I don't know. I just woke
It's
up
an
and knew
alternative.
it.
John the
same
Baptist.
way
Oh,
I
shit.
could multiply 5-digit numbers in my head when I was 5, or understand computer languages at a glance when I was 10.
Okay. Alright. When did you meet me before? Mind-blowingly good.
I didn't. At least, I don't think I did. But you seem so familiar.
John, what year is it?
AD 40, if you believe the rumors. I don't believe the rumors. There's a knock on the door. That's my food, John says.
AD 40. What did you get to eat? John, Uber Eats?
No. Real food. But how? I don't know. I just wake up and it's there. Now if you'll excuse me.
Define real food. Real
Meat, vegetables, water. Normal food. Don't you find that a bit strange? There's another knock on the door. That's probably my mail, John says.
How often does the mailman come? the old USPS in 40 AD. You know.
I don't know. He just rings twice, and then leaves. There's a timid knock at the door. John, is that you? A woman's voice asks. Yes, Mary.
Dude, I think I'm still in the year 4000 in that mental hospital. There's no other explanation. Who's Mary? Like
my wife. The door opens, and a young girl comes in. She looks to be about 16, but wears
am
the
I
robes
seeing
of
like
an Orthodox Christian nun.
Jesus'
Hello,
parents?
she says.
Like what the shit? Hey Mary, what year is it? What year is it? Just curious.
AD 40, if you believe the rumors, she says.
Alright, at least they're on the same
up
page.
From her phone. I don't believe the rumors.
Wait.
Well, I do, for what little it matters.
Her phone? Her phone? Is Mary crazy too? Alright. Okay. Mary, where did you come from just now?
From the cafeteria. I was getting food for myself and John, she says, putting her phone away. How long have you two been here? About 5 years, give or take.
5 years? What is this place?
A prison, obviously, she says. For who? For us. How did you two get here?
Keep it going, keep it going.
Thanks.
Dude, we're in a time
The
prison.
man came and got us. What man? I don't know, just a man. He wore a hood. Did he say why he imprisoned you? No.
Do you know? I want to talk to somebody. Have you seen? I want to talk to somebody that's not insane. Have you seen anyone around? Have you seen him again? Can I speak
No.
to the manager?
What about the guards, then? Don't they ever come here? We have guards.
What? You shut the window and walk away. Alright.
John, puzzled, walks over to you. What's wrong? He asks. You don't answer. Instead, you find a corner and curl up into it, falling into a light sleep.
I was... You wait to wake up.
When you wake up, you see John and Mary eating.
Is this
Have
reality?
you two been like this the whole time? You ask. No, John says.
Am I actually in reality now? Like I went to sleep and woke up, they're still here? Are you two a thing? Like, are you married?
No, we just live together. You sit and watch the meat. Why did you wake me up? You ask, at length. I'm not sure, John says.
He said she was his wife. Apparently not. You know, just like a 50-year-old and a 16-year-old. Just medieval things, you know? Just AD 40 things. Why did you wake me up? I'm not sure. I don't know. Can I have something to eat?
Yes, John says. I'll get you some food. Thanks, you say. What flavor do you want? He asks, not looking at you.
What flavor? Do you have watermelon flavor? I like watermelon flavored things.
I don't think we have that, he says. Are you sure? You ask. That's my favorite flavor. He stares at you, still not looking at you.
He stares at me, still not looking at me, so he's not making eye contact. Look at me when you talk to me, John.
I can't, he says. Why not? He stands up and walks away from the table. You stand up to follow him, but fall flat on your face.
You get up and tackle John to the ground. I said you look at me when you talk to me. You said... I say, okay, well, let's do that.
I can't do that, he says. I'm sorry. He stands up and walks away from the table. You stand up to follow him, but fall flat on your face.
Oh god, we in a loop? I want to see what happens next. Oh jeez.
What's going on? You ask. I'm not sure, John says, his back to you. Sit down. You sit down. Why can't you look at me?
Yeah, okay, this is going well. Keep it going. We're fine.
You ask, slowly writing these words. I don't want to scare you, he says, slowly turning around. You see a monster. Its skin is grey and rotting.
What the fuck? You ask how he got to be like that.
It's a long story, he says, his rotting mouth not opening all the way when he talks. Can you at least tell me what flavor orange juice you have?
Huh. You heard me. What flavor orange juice do you have?
We have Ocean Pearl. We have a brand called Fresh Pressed. Also, we have a large supply of generic store brand. Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound? He asks.
I don't need this shit, John.
You stand up, grabbing your bag. Good luck, John says, waving. You leave the cafeteria. One of the guards stands outside the door. Hey! He shouts, as you run by.
Haha, I spit in your wife's Denny's Grand Slam breakfast.
What? He asks. You run down the hallway, opening random doors until you find Mary in one of the rooms. She looks up when you come in. What happened? She asks.
I thought we were just with Mary. That was an accurate reply, I'll give him that. Also, I'm late on my resubs. Dolphin Bacon, 17 months. Save us 17 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Swag! And the 10 bits. Save the 10 bits. Scratch Willis, 52 months. 52 months. Crendor Skittles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Swag! They have 52 months. And Trace 82 months missed the Blood Bowl, but made it for the dungeon. You made it, alright. 1, 2. Swing! John turned out to be a monster, and I spit in the guard's wife's Denny's Grand Slam breakfast.
What? She asks. I can't talk about it right now. I need your help. What do you need?
I need you to help me get out of wherever I am.
I'll try, she says. Thanks, you say. You hear someone coming. Help. You scream as loud as you can.
The shit? Where's this going?
The guard opens the door and you walk out, quickly. Thanks, you say. What was that?
What? Now I'm confused. Okay. Alright. You wonder what the guard looks like.
He's tall, with a buzz cut and grey eyes. What do you want? He asks. I don't know where I am. You're in a psychiatric hospital.
Ask him how long you've been here.
"2 years, 7 months, and 16 days. You look at him, in shock.
Do you know? You ask him if he remembers any details of when I was first admitted. That's how you spell admitted. It's 2 T's.
No. I'm new here. I just started last week. Do you know anything about the man I'm sharing a room with?
He also knew.
He was admitted the same day I was. I've never heard of any other patients being here. Now I need to take you back to your room.
You. You imagine a blade and try to stab the guard with the imagined blade.
You take a step towards him. He grabs you by the shoulders and pushes you against the wall.
Alright, so I
don't
can't...
want to hurt you, he says.
I can't
Just
form
come
blades out of
quietly,
nothing.
and
I've
no
learned
one
that
gets
much.
hurt.
Alright, fine.
He pulls you back to the room. See you in a few hours, he says, locking the door behind him. You collapsed onto your
Wait a
bed.
few hours. Ah, shit, I could have asked him what year it was. Damn.
When the guard comes back to check on you, you ask him where the bathroom is. Follow me, he says. He leads you to a small
Here we
room
go.
with a toilet, a shower, and a sink.
Hey, what year is it?
"2012, he says.
Alright. Oh shit, the Mayans! Oh god. Isn't this the year the Mayans predicted?
Yeah, he says. It was a slow year, so they decided to close it with a bang. You go back to your room. It's almost time for dinner.
Can I at least know your name?
Lars, he says. Thanks. The door opens. A nurse walks in, pushing a cart filled with food.
Thanks for the help, Lars.
No problem, he says. He backs out of the room, and the door closes behind him. The nurse sets a plate on your nightstand. It's time for you to eat
What's
something.
your name, nurse?
She turns to you, smiling. Jessica. She leaves. You pick up the fork, and begin eating the spaghetti on your tray. You've had enough.
You wait for Jessica to return. Oh wait, I have to...
I'm done, you say. All right, she says. She takes the tray and leaves the room. You're left alone with your roommate, John. He stares at the wall.
Jesus Christ, I'm with John again. How do I throw a wrench in this story? How's it going, John? Let's just find out.
He doesn't say anything. Hey, John. He continues staring at the wall. You wait for him to respond.
Jessica's kinda hot, John. Don't you think?
You try to think of something to say that will get a reaction out of him. Yeah, he says, quietly. Do you like her?
But aren't you with Mary?
He looks at you. Do you not remember what happened? I was drunk, he says, quietly. How come you don't remember anything? He's quiet for a second.
Okay. You try to get a better look at John to see if he's still a monster.
You can't see anything strange about him, except he seems quiet and shy. You wait for him to answer. I'm sorry, he says, quietly. It's fine.
Okay. You try to cast magic.
You can't feel the energy around you. You're just not able to do it. Do you need anything? He
Shit.
asks. No.
I'm not like Harry
He
Potter or
lies
anything.
down on his bed, staring at the ceiling.
You meditate on the bed.
You lie there for a moment, trying to clear your mind. Do you want to watch TV? He asks.
TV?
Sure. He grabs the remote and turns on the T.
The T? What's your favorite TV show, John? On the T, dude.
It's a show from before the infection. It's called Jeopardy. Is it any good? Yeah, it is. Would you like to see an episode? Sure.
You wait to see the episode of Jeopardy.
Alex Trebek appears on the screen. This question is about popular music. This man wrote the famous song That's Amore.
Oh, I know this one. It's that one Italian guy.
Tommy Dorsey, you say. Correct. You get it right. This question is about US history.
Alright.
I know this one. George Washington wasn't the first president. Who was? Zachary Taylor. That's right, Ethan.
I need to make coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright. Making coffee. Almost missed some. I've got a Kit Kat. I don't know who I am anymore. Let's find out. Who's Ethan?
That's you, silly. You snuggle up next to her. She turns towards you, smiling. Ethan, she says.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you too, Mom. You fall asleep as the episode continues. You wake up in the night to the sound of the door opening.
Dude, what's that Netflix movie? This feels like that one Netflix movie. The one that got added like a month or two ago. You follow the episode, you wake up in the night to the sound of the door opening. Who's there?
It's me, says John. What do
Okay,
you
we're
want?
back to reality.
I just wanted to talk. He sits down on his bed. Do you think we're monsters? He asks, quietly.
Why do you ask that, John?
Mary, he says. Is she a monster? She bit me last night. I don't think it took, but I'm scared.
It took?
How do you know? I'm not thirsty. He smiles. Neither am I, he says. You hear something outside.
Didn't you mention an infection earlier?
He nods. We should be safe in here, for now, he says. I'm going to barricade the door. You hear a window break downstairs. What was that?
What? Are we in like these... Did we just go to the zombie apocalypse in a mental institution? What do we do? What do we do? The Mayans were right.
We stay here and wait for help.
X-Flip
From
beat
who?
34 bits,
My
save the
friends
34
will
bits.
find me. They'll rescue us. You hear a thumping from outside the room. What was that?
Who are your friends?
I told you about them. Mike and the other one.
Mike?
Who are they? They're like me. Well, they're like I was. Before I found Mary.
What?
I was scared and alone. They can help us. How? There are dozens of us. We stole a helicopter, he says. You hear a loud bang from downstairs.
Screw it, let's go.
Let's go. You say. We need to leave now. You move to get up, when you see John is backing away from the door. We have to stay here, he says.
I don't care, we're leaving now.
Please, we have to stay here. No, we have to leave, you say. You hear a cry from downstairs. The dead are in the house. Now. You scream.
The dead are in the house. You throw your body at the door.
You ram the door with your shoulder, but it won't budge. You hear a window breaking, and more screams from outside. John, open the door.
Thanks.
Let's see where this goes.
You yell. We have to stay here, he says, quietly. You hear a thumping from above your head. They're covering the exits, you say. We're trapped.
You give in and wait with John until someone arrives. Lady Lennon, 25 months. Happy birthday, Crendor. Thank you for 25 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Greater than you give in and wait with John until someone arrives.
Sweet. Thank you for 25 months. Yeehaw.
Let's wait, you say. John sits down on his bed. You lean against the wall, trying not to think about the sounds outside. We're going to die here,
You
says John.
keep waiting.
You wait for an hour, in silence. I'm thirsty, you say. Me too, says John. I'm hungry. You hear a window break downstairs.
You keep waiting. I'm not gonna eat John.
It's hours before you finally hear the door click.
Oh.
You hear a familiar voice. Hello? It says. Who is it? Asks John. Mike.
Dude, Mike's
Hey,
here.
Let us out.
Mike, get us out. Thank God Mike got here. I was getting
It's
worried.
the doctor, says John. Help me. The door unlocks and swings open. You see a figure in a lab coat. Come on, he says.
I follow the doctor in a lab coat. Oh wait, I say that? That's gonna make me sound crazy saying I followed the
You
doctor in a
follow
lab
back
coat.
into the next room, the sitting room. 2 more men are there. One wears a red hoodie and a mask over his mouth. The other wears camouflage pants and a sleeveless t-shirt.
Hey everyone. I don't even know anymore.
It's okay, kid, says the man in camouflage. My name's Chris. He holds out his hand to shake.
You shake Chris's hand.
You shake his hand. What's going on? You ask. I don't even know where to start, says Chris. He squints at you. What happened to your arm?
What? My arm?
Shit, kid. You're a mess. He turns to the man in the red hoodie. We need to get him to a hospital. What's
What
the
the
closest one?
What is happening? What? We're in a hospital. Hospitala. We're in a hospitala.
We're not safe here, says the man in the hoodie. Don't worry about that, says Chris.
Fuck it, we're getting out of here. You look around for weapons.
The room is full of wooden furniture, like an old-fashioned sitting room. There's a hallway leading off to the right, a set of stairs leading up, and a set of stairs leading down.
Listen, guys. Hold on. Hey, Mike. What year is it?
2028, says Mike. What? It's the year 2028. Why? You stare at him in disbelief.
Nobody can tell me the actual year.
What? We're in the future. We traveled through time. You say. You look at John, Mike and Chris for a reaction. You pause for a moment.
Are we time travelers?
How the hell should I know? Says Chris. I think it's a valid question, you say. I don't have an answer for you, says Chris. You would be correct.
You grab Chris and shake him violently. Are we time travelers, Chris?
You grab Chris and shake him violently. Are we time travelers, Chris? Don't you think I would tell you if I knew? He says with a laugh.
I don't know anymore.
You stare at the ground, deep in thought. Well, says Chris. We were at a party. You nod slowly, still thinking.
A party?
Yeah, a party, says John. I'd almost forgotten about it. You open your mouth to ask a question, but then think better of it. Where was I going with this?
Mental asylum party.
Says John, pacing around the room. I was in my car, and then I woke up here. So maybe I was driving here? You nod slowly.
Guys, let's get out of this place.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here, says John. Hold on, I need to ask you guys something, you say. What is it? Asks John.
Wait. Are we in an insane asylum? I want to hear their answer.
No idea, says John. I was in a normal house, you say. And I was in some sort of medical facility, says John. You nod.
Where did the zombies go?
I don't know, says John. They seemed drained of life. Like someone sucked the life out of them or something, you say. Yeah, that's what I thought.
God. You walk over to the wall and bash your head against it.
Hey, says John. I think this is a dream, you say, rubbing your head. The most logical explanation, says John.
Can you punch me and see if I wake up? Hold on. Can you punch me and see if I wake up?
You raise your hand and try to punch John. Your hand goes straight through his stomach.
What?
Well, that happened, you say. Indeed.
John's
says
not
John.
real! John's not real! John, you're not real.
You raise your fist and try to punch the John, but once
Punch
again
the John?
your fist goes straight through him. Okay, I'd try being more gentle if I were you, says John.
You bash, you walk back to the wall and continue to bash your head against it until you pass out.
You fall to the ground, clutching your head. Son? You okay? You open your eyes to see a police officer standing over you. What's going on, son? Are you okay?
Don't make me ask. What year is it?
2028, says the officer. Oh my god, I've been asleep for 12 years. You had a party, kid.
Party?
Yeah, it's a human tradition to celebrate certain events, says the officer. Like a birthday, right? Exactly, so I had a party, so what?
You know I had a party.
There's empty food wrappers and bottles around your house. You know, originally we thought someone died, because the coroner's van was outside the house for a while.
You steal the police officer's gun and shoot yourself in the head. I need to get out of this.
You pull the trigger, and the gun clicks empty. It's not loaded, says the officer, pulling it from your hands. Let's get you home. What was your name?
I feel like I'm trapped in... I feel like I'm just trapped. Billy. My name was Billy.
Matt, says the officer. Weird dream, eh, Billy? Yeah. Do you still have access to your house? No, my parents sold it a year ago.
How long have you been an officer, Matt?
"4 years, but I feel like I've been doing this job for 40. It gets old, doesn't it? Yeah. You open your eyes to see the edges of a roof.
Do you know someone named John?
Yeah, an old friend of mine. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you? No, I don't. You open your eyes to see a chain link fence.
Do you know a Mary?
Nope, don't think I know a Mary. You open your eyes to see the carpet of the abandoned house. Time passes. Year 28, so do you think they'll approve it?
Year 28? Year 28? Who are you? Who are you?
You look at the man talking to you. He's a big guy, with a shaved head and numerous tattoos. One of which you recognize as a wolf's head, the insignia for Lieutenant Cole's old platoon.
Who are you?
John Bella.
John!
Oh, the new recruit? Yeah, says John. So do you think they'll let me in?
Dude. John. What year is it?
2007. Why, did you lose track of time or something? Yeah, kind of, you say. I thought so. The year's the same for me, says John.
You try and punch John.
You swing your fist, but stop suddenly when it goes through John's head. You're a ghost, aren't you? Asks John, not surprised at all.
You know what, John? I think I am a ghost.
Don't worry. It happens to a lot of people that come here. It's not your fault, really. It's this house. House.
Why this house?
It's haunted, or something like that. There's a rumor that the guy who owned it went crazy and killed his family before killing himself.
What was his name?
Ed, I think. Ed something. You go
Ed?
downstairs and out the back. There's a
I
river
think
back
I was.
there.
I think I knew an
That's where
Ed.
most of the ghosts go. You'll see.
I think I remember an Ed. You walk towards the river.
You walk outside and proceed towards the river. As you walk along the banks, you begin to notice footsteps in the mud that seem to appear and then vanish a moment later.
You let the river take you away.
The river takes you on a journey of its own, through a new set of lives. One life, you are John Williams, the owner of the hotel currently being renovated.
Alright.
You lived in the hotel and had a beautiful wife and 2 children. One day, while you were at work, there was a fire. Your wife was able to save one of your children but not the other. A month later you killed your wife and then yourself. Another life finds you as a young woman, walking along the very banks you are walking along right now.
What? What? I'm just gonna let it keep going. I want to see where this goes. Just curious. The AI doesn't even know what to do now. It's great.
You are with a group of friends helping one of them try and find her boyfriend. You see a body
Boyfriend.
in the water, and despite a lack of a head it is very obviously the boyfriend.
You just want to rest in peace. You just want to rest in peace.
You are happy here, with all the other ghosts who have lost their lives in this hotel.
The end. Oh, whoops, wrong thing.
This was a pretty good story, but could be longer. Oh well.
The end.
Dot.
Dot. Okay. Let's try another one. What should I be this time? What should I be this time? Witch, fairy, wizard, fairy, 8 fairy. Alright, we got a lot of fairies. Screw it, I'll be a fairy. Enter your character's name. I don't know. Cletus.
You see a fairy in trouble. Ah. The fairy cries. She is very small like you but is caught in a butterfly net.
Oh my god, it feels crazy to not be in that story anymore. Okay. You are Cletus, a fairy living in the Kingdom of Larian. You live in the fairy realm, hidden under a grassy hill near the castle. Your skin is a light tinge of blue. Your wings sparkle in the sunlight. You're very small and good at hiding. You're fascinated by humans, love to watch them for the flowers where you blend in. While you're hiding, suddenly you see a fairy in trouble. You go to help the fairy.
Hey, let her go. You shout. The fairy in the net looks at you in shock. The human that caught her is just as surprised.
We're fairies, not animals. Let her go.
The man stares at you in surprise. So, you're still fair game, he says and releases the net.
Thanks.
You and the other fairy fly away and the man doesn't follow.
The quest log? So you can add quests to your quest log? What the shit? Alright. Okay. What's your name?
I am Zuzu. You smile. You like the name.
Zuzu, that's a cool name. Oh, great.
Zuzu smiles. Your eyes meet and you feel a tingling sensation. It suddenly dawns on you that you have no idea where you are. Where are we?
Where are we, Zuzu?
Zuzu looks at you. I live in the castle, over there, he says shyly and points at a castle at the top of a hill.
Alright. Do you know how you got... Wait, no. I feel like I'm in an insane asylum again. Wah. I don't even want to ask what year is it. I don't care what year it is. No care in the world for what year it is. Can you take me there?
Zuzu looks at you and says, I don't know you. You can stay in my room, it's the green one on the right side of the castle, he says. You grin.
I don't know you. I just saved your life. Okay. You decide to go help other fairies that might be caught instead.
You are happy to find that Zuzu has remembered you and brought you to his home. You find the other fairies in cages, mostly different colors of dandelions.
What? Does Zuzu capture fairies? Why are these fairies in cages, Zuzu?
A new king has come to the kingdom. He does not agree with how the old one treated the kingdom and its people, Zuzu explains. I heard that he is a monster who eats humans.
So why are the fairies here in cages?
The Monster King wants to understand these creatures, Zuzu explains. It has something to do with this magic portal. You and Zuzu stare at the portal. You always liked magic.
You wonder what type of magic you know.
You use flower magic. You can talk to flowers and make them grow faster and make beautiful colors appear. You stare at the rose on Zuzu's cage.
Alright. Interesting. So my magic is I can make flowers grow faster. I'm essentially just like Miracle Grow at the Home Depot. That's my power. Frigid Doom 49 months. Look at the 49 months. What? Sweet. They have 49 months. You wonder what the portal is.
The portal is a magical doorway. It can take you to a different world.
Have you ever taken that portal? Oh shit, you're right, I can talk to
shakes
flowers
his
too.
head. He points at a cloak on the floor with the emblem of a sun on it. It looks like it fits Zuzu.
Okay. You go through the portal. No, not yet. You ask if you can wear the cape.
Zuzu nods and takes the cloak off the floor. He wraps it around you like a scarf.
Does this cloak have any powers?
Zuzu smiles and says, "It sure does. It can turn you invisible." "Really?" Zuzu nods and holds his finger to his lips.
How do I make it turn me invisible?
Zuzu leads you to a small pool of water. He whispers, "Look at yourself." You look in the water. Suddenly, you can't see your
Oh,
reflection
shit.
anymore. You are invisible.
Where did you get this?
Zuzu nods and says, "My late father gave it to me. But it's also the key to breaking these cages open." Zuzu picks the lock of the cages.
You wonder how many cages there are.
You count 4 cages. "There are 4 of us," you say. Zuzu nods and leads you to the portal. The other 3 fairies follow you.
What are your names? Other fairies. Other fairies. Alright.
The bright yellow fairy smiles at you and says, "I am called Sunflower." The bright blue fairy smiles at you and says, "I am called Azul."
Alright, okay. Nice to meet you both.
"Nice to meet you," Sunflower and Azul say together. The last fairy is small and purple. Her hair is short and curly. "I am called Iris," she says quietly.
Iris is a very pretty name.
Iris' face turns red and she looks down. "You are very pretty too," Sunflower says to you. The fairies all laugh.
Fuck you say to me, Sunflower? I'm not pretty. I'm buff.
As the fairies laugh, the ground begins to shake. "What was that?" Sunflower asks, worried. "It felt like," Azul says, before she is interrupted by a loud voice.
You listen for the loud voice.
"Zuzu, where are you?" A deep voice booms. "Oh no. It's my brother, Captain Lee. Zuzu
Captain
says,
Lee?
panicked. Find a place to hide, quickly.
What's he a captain of? Everyone, go through the portal.
Good idea, Zuzu says. Zuzu, Sunflower, Azul and Iris all go through the portal. Come on. You say to the other fairy. What about you?
Wait. Isn't that everyone? The other? Who? You go through the portal with the fairy. Maybe it just glitched and thinks I'm the other fairy? Let's find out. Maybe it's just broken a little bit.
Greater than you go through the portal with the fairies.
The other fairies, John.
Come on. Tell me what is going on. You and the fairy hide behind a rock. That was my brother. He's looking for me, Zuzu explains, panicked.
You go through the portal with the fairies. All right. Who, me? Captain Lee broke
the
it,
fairy
dude.
nods in response. Oh, you say, surprised. Me? I'll be fine. You turn to the portal and begin walking towards it, each step ringing louder than normal.
Sorry. You turn the portal, begin walking, each step ringing louder than usual. You go through the portal with them. Just let me go through the portal.
You walk through the portal.
Thank God.
The portal closes.
I never used it when I tried it out, but I think you use the pin. You can have the AI remember certain plot points, characters, maybe? Interesting, okay.
You are in complete darkness. You grab Sunflower's hand. She grabs your hand, in return. We're not lost, are we? She asks in a quiet voice. No.
Wonder what Sunflower looks like. Does she look like a sunflower?
You focus on the feeling of Sunflower's hand in yours. You hear a buzzing noise, getting louder and louder. The buzzing is coming from above you. Bees. Azul yells.
Bees! Not the bees. Not the bees.
Run. You yell. You turn around in the darkness, looking for an opening in the hedge maze. You squint your eyes, trying to see something, anything in the darkness.
You wonder if you see anything.
You see nothing in the darkness. The buzzing of the bees becomes more and more intense. We need to get out of here. Sunflower yells.
You hold on to Sunflower's hand and start flying in a random direction.
You feel a sharp pain in your head. You hear the buzzing noise become quieter. You hit your head on one of the hedge walls.
Holy Jesus. Alright, okay.
You squint your eyes and make out a small gap in the hedge wall. You fly quickly through the gap. You see a tiny ray of light shining through the gap.
You lead Sunflower out of the hedge wall through the gap of light. Back to the mental war.
You see an opening in the hedge wall ahead of you. You move towards it. What is it? Sunflower asks you. You turn your head and look at her.
What? You fly out of the wall through the light.
You fly out of the wall. You squint your eyes. Sunlight blinds you after being in the darkness for so long.
Sunflower, we made it, but where are the others?
You look around yourself. You see Azul and Iris lying on the ground, unmoving. Sunflower, Azul, Iris, are you there? There is no answer.
Sunflower was just with me. The fuck you talking? Sunflower, you were just with me.
Still, silence. You wonder if you should go look for them, or stay in the sunlight and find another fairy to help you.
You wonder if there are any flowers around. Yeah, where's Zuzu at?
You see a patch of clovers nearby. Your neck itches, you reach up and scratch at it. You hear a tiny voice say for example. Your eyes widen.
You wonder who said that.
You look around, trying to find the source of the voice. You see a fairy sitting on a dandelion nearby. Who are you? You ask. The fairy laughs.
Well, who are you?
The fairy flies closer to you, her long blonde hair flowing out behind her. I am Cassandra, of course, she says.
Of course. How should I know your name? It's breaking the AI. Doesn't even know. It doesn't know how I should know her
You
name.
say, of course. How should I know your name?
Well? Well? Okay. Who are you, Cassandra?
You don't remember me at all, do you? Cassandra asks. No, you say. Cassandra nods. I am here to help
Mine
you,
like the
she
fairy
says.
mental asylum? Like, what the shit? What? Please help me then. My friends are all passed out on the ground.
We must wake them up, Cassandra says. Quickly, rub this powder into their temples. You
Oh,
reach into
shit. Fairy
Cassandra's
dust.
outstretched hand and grab a pinch of fairy dust.
You rub the fairy dust into all of the fairies' into Iris's temples. Let's do Iris first.
You rub the fairy dust into Iris's temples. She stirs and wakes up.
Iris is back.
Where are we? She asks sleepily.
Thanks.
You rub the fairy dust into Sunflower's temples. I don't know where we are, Iris. Baker Staunch, 6 months, save the 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm right here,
Swag.
Azul. Iris asks, what happened? You hear a buzzing noise. As your eyes adjust to the light, you make out 4 figures sitting on flowers nearby.
Where are we?
In the hedge, silly, Cassandra says, everybody does it once. Do what? You ask. Fall asleep in the hedge maze, Cassandra says.
Who's everybody?
Fairies, of course, Cassandra
Of
says.
course.
You crawl closer to Iris and shake her gently. She stirs and wakes up. Where are we? She
Iris
asks
is already-
sleepily.
Whatever. I don't know, Iris, but we're about to find out.
We're in the middle of a hedge maze. You hear a voice say, hello? You call out. You spot a fairy with long blonde hair sitting on a flower nearby.
Cassandra? Are you on that flower? Is it Cassandra?
Yes, I am, Cassandra says. Who are you? I'm Azul, and that's Iris. You hear a buzzing noise.
Wait, where? Where's Sunflower? What's that buzzing?
You see a fairy with short, black hair sitting on a dandelion nearby. I'm Sunflower, she says. Hello, you say. You hear a buzzing noise.
The fuck? Sunflower just go from like passed out to like royalty? What's that buzzing? Is it the bees?
You look around, spotting another fairy with short, brown hair and large, black eyes sitting on a thistle. I'm Thistle, she says.
Hey Thistle, what's that buzzing?
It's the bees, of course, Thistle says.
Of course.
You hear a buzzing noise. Where is it coming from? You ask. Everywhere, Thistle says.
Are the bees friendly?
It depends on your definition of friendly, Thistle says. What's your name? You ask. I'm Thistle, as I'm sure you've gathered. The
I
fairy
have
says.
gathered that. I'm Cletus. And these are my friends.
I am Cassandra, of course. The fairy on the flower says, and that is Iris, Sunflower, and Thistle.
I knew a sunflower, but I don't know where she went.
You see another fairy, with short, black hair and large, black eyes. I'm Azul, he says. Hello, everyone, Cassandra says cheerfully.
Okay. wonder what to do next.
Seeing as it is night, you decide to go to sleep.
That sounds great. You ask the fairies where you can sleep.
Lie down anywhere, as long as you're not in the middle of a path, Cassandra says. You lie down and fall asleep. Wake up, human. You hear a voice say.
You wake up. I'm a human?
You open your eyes. Standing over you is an especially ugly fairy, with mottled brown and orange wings and a large gnarled tail.
Ew!
It isn't polite to point, the fairy says angrily. I'm Azul, you say, sticking out your hand. The fairy grabs it and shakes it eagerly. I'm Thistle.
Wait. I'm not Azul. This has literally been like introductions. This really has just been introductions, the fantasy
Iris,
novel.
You say, shaking her hand. Iris smiles.
Wait,
So am I, she says. I'm Sunflower.
who am I?
You're Azul, Sunflower says. Correct, you say, who are you? I'm Thistle, the fairy says, sticking out her tongue. I'm Iris.
Am I back in the mental institution?
Iris says. Who are you? I'm Cassandra, the fairy on the flower says, nice to meet you all. You look around.
Okay. Alright. What should we do, Cassandra?
We could go to the lake, Cassandra says excitedly. It's a bit of a walk, but it's fun.
Let's do it. Let's go to the lake. Anything to get out of introduction loop.
You hear the sounds of several fairies buzzing past. Yes. Cassandra says, come on, let's go. You see two figures running towards you. Hello, Sunflower, Iris says.
Sunflower's back. Hey, Sunflower.
I'm Azul, you say, sticking out your hand. Sunflower shakes your hand eagerly. It's nice to meet you, she says. Another fairy flies over.
I just want to know if they're going to keep introducing themselves. Is it going to happen again?
I bet you wish you hadn't said that, Iris says. The fairy flies over to Sunflower. Are you ready, Thistle? She asks. Almost, Azalea.
Azalea? Who's Azalea? Who's Azalea?
She's Azalea, Sunflower says, gesturing at the fairy, and that's Thistle.
This is like that who's on first thing. You wonder what Azalea looks like.
You see a fairy with short, brown hair and large, green eyes. She has a long, lean body and delicate features. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Azalea. Do you want to go to the lake with us?
Maybe another time, Azalea says. I'd like to, but I have to go now. Where are you going? Sunflower asks.
Yeah, where are you going?
I have to go home, Azalea says. My sister will be worried about me if I'm gone too long.
Who's your sister? I need to know.
I have a twin named Iris, she says. We're both fairies of the lake. She flies away. Who wants to build a boat and go on the lake? Sunflower asks.
Let's go.
Come on. Sunflower says, dragging you towards the lake. I'll show you where the wood is, Iris says. Come on, Azul.
I'll show you where the wood is. I want to see if it responds.
Oh, okay, Azalea says. Iris and you head towards the woods.
Here is the wood.
Iris and you grab the wood. Let's go, she says, dragging you towards the lake. The two of you put the wood down. Iris starts making a boat out of it.
What are we gonna do when we make the boat?
We can put it on the water and sail away to a fictional place, Iris says, anywhere we want.
Fictional place? How are we gonna sail to a fictional place? How do we sail to a fictional place?
We visualize it, Iris says. You close your eyes and try to visualize it. I can see it. You say. Iris places the boat on the water. It begins to drift away.
Okay. What if? Shouldn't we get on the boat?
Iris gets on the boat. Come on. She says, we have to sail away before the wind changes direction. You jump on the boat. Why don't you sail?
I am afraid of water. Yeah, I used to be Cletus, but now I'm Azul.
Don't be afraid, Iris says. I'm here with you. You grab the oars. Row, Azul, row. Iris says encouragingly.
You begin to row. Faster and faster, showing off your powerful, toned arms.
Yeah. Iris says encouragingly.
Yeah.
You're almost there. You reach the other side of the lake. Good job, Azul, Iris says.
Is this place fiction or real?
It's fictional, Iris says, but I've been here before. It's a nice place. Want to go explore? You
All right.
begin walking. Soon, you come across a quaint little cottage.
Have you been to this cottage before?
Yes, Iris says, I came here once. The owner is a fictional character. They spend all their time writing stories about made-up places, without realizing that those places are real. Who are you?
What? Iris, are you made up by this writer? Or are you real?
I'm real, Iris says. I'm not made up. The wind created me. It's also real. As are you. So the
Okay,
cottage
at least
is
we're good
fictional.
there.
Yes. The person who wrote about it made it up. They're fictional too, by the way. Who wrote about it?
Wait. Did you write about them?
Iris nods. Yes, she says. You continue walking. Soon, you come across a big, black castle.
Who lives here?
Nobody lives here, Iris says. It's abandoned. It's not safe, either. Don't touch anything. You walk inside.
Okay. Alright. What do I... You wonder what you see inside the castle.
You see a table. On the table is a stack of papers. Don't touch those. Iris shouts, too late. You pick up the papers in curiosity. It's a story about yourself.
Oh my god. Iris, did you create me?
Sort of, Iris says. That story was written by a friend of mine. I showed them what you'd look like, and this is what they wrote.
Sort of. Sort of. Please don't lie to me, Iris.
I'm not, Iris says, I swear to you. You sit on a dusty old couch. On the wall in front of you is a painting of a young woman with black hair in a ponytail.
You... Who's that woman with the black hair in a ponytail?
That's me, Iris says. Well, it's not me, but it's a picture of me. Why isn't it you, then?
Broke itself.
Why is it
Oh.
some other girl? Because my creator doesn't want to write about me. I don't know why. I think they were mad at me for something, but I can't remember what.
Iris, you said you were real.
I am real, Iris says. Why would you say that?
Because you just said your creator wants to write about you.
Oh, Iris says, you feel that she is sad. I still exist. I'm just not being written about. That's not how it works.
Kryken with the host raid. Thank you, Kryken. I saw you were playing this earlier, too. Boy. Am I on... Norb? Am I on an adventure right now? Let me get you caught up to speed. I'm Cletus, a fairy that lived in the realm of Larian, in a grassy hill near the castle, I heard a fairy was trapped, so I rescued them. Their name was Zuzu, and they took me back to their castle. Then, I got an invisible cape, went through a magic portal with a bunch of fairies trapped in cages. When I got out of the cages, we were in a beehive. Then, I met a bunch of fairies called Sunflower, Azul, Cassandra, Iris, and more. Then, I re-met some of those fairies in the new world after we went through the portal. Then, Iris decided that we should make a boat and sail away to fictional universes, because when you imagine it, it can become real. Then, we arrived here, where, she said, alright, let me just here. You begin to row faster and faster, showing off your powerful toned arms. Yeah, Iris said, you're almost there. You reach the other side of the lake. Good job, Azul, Iris says. Also, I became Azul. You say, is this place fiction or real? It's fictional, Iris says, but I've been here before. It's a nice place. Want to go explore? You begin walking. Soon you come across a quaint little cottage. You say, have you been to this cottage before? Yes, I came here once. The owner's fictional. They spend all their time writing stories about made-up places without realizing those places are real. Who are you? You say, Iris, are you made up by this writer or are you real? I'm real, Iris says. I'm not made up. The wind created me. It's also real, as you. So this cottage is fictional. Yes, the person who wrote about it made it up. They're fictional too, by the way. Who wrote about it? Iris nods. Or no, you say, did you write about them? Iris nods. Yes. Soon you come across a castle. Nobody lives here. It's abandoned. Don't touch anything. I touched the papers. She says, don't touch those. It's too late. You pick up the papers. Iris, did you create me? Sort of, Iris says. That story was written by a friend of mine. I showed them what you'd look like, and this is why they wrote. This is what they wrote. You say, please don't lie to me, Iris. I'm not. I swear to you. You sit on a dusty old couch. On the wall in front of you is a painting of a young woman with a black hair and a ponytail. You say, who's that woman? That's me, Iris says. Well, it's not me, but it's a picture of me. Why isn't it you then? Why is it some other girl? Because my creator doesn't want to write about me. I don't know why. I think they were mad at me for something, but I can't remember what. You say, Iris, you said you were real. I am real, Iris says. Why would you say that? You say, because you just said your creator wants to write about you. Oh, Iris says, you feel that she is sad. I still exist. I'm just not being written about. That's not how it works. And that's where we are. Iris. What year is it?
It's 2018. I was created in 2018, then.
Thanks.
Yes, Iris says, by a girl named Zinnia.
Okay. This is better than my last story. I started as Billy the peasant, and I ended up as a ghost in an insane asylum with John and Mary. So you know Zinnia.
Not directly. I just know what she looks like. She attends the high school I work at. Do you know where I can find her?
What? 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 What?
She created me. I should at least thank her, shouldn't I? Iris sits down next to you on the couch. She grabs your hand. You don't need to find her.
Iris, how old are you?
I'm exactly 8 years, 11 months,
I need
and
to
6
go now.
days old. That's not old. I'm 12, and in the 6th grade. When's your birthday? February 20th. Greater than you say I need to go
The AI is
now.
broken. I need to go. Wait. How are you working at a high school at 8 years old?
Greater than you say how are you
I broke it
working
again.
at a high school at 8 years old? I'm not that young. I'm 12, and in the 6th grade. When's your birthday?
What?
February 20th. Well then we're both Aquaries. Iris says.
What? Iris, that's cool, but you said you worked at a high school.
I do. Well, how are you in the 6th grade if you work at a high school? You feel that this question has confused Iris.
It's confusing everybody. Let's see what happens.
I'm not in the 6th grade, she says. I work there. That's it. Wait a minute. Are you older than you look?
I think we're actually in an anime. I think it's an actual, like, 5,000-year-old fairy that looks like she's, like, 12. This is an actual anime. And then the artist is creating? Are we in an anime?
No. Iris says, looking irritated, we're in a story. She stares at you blankly for a few minutes. Then, she bursts out laughing.
Are you
I'm
saying
sorry, Zinnia.
that anime isn't a story?
Well, it is. But Zinnia, you're in an anime right now. Didn't you know? No. How would I? I can't see myself.
I'm not, Zinnia. I'm... I don't know who I am anymore. Maybe I am Zinnia. You said I wasn't in an anime, but now you said I am.
No, you aren't. Zinnia is.
Alright. You sit staring at the picture of the girl on the wall, confused about yourself and your surroundings.
Zinnia, would you like to go for a walk in the forest? A walk? What's that?
What?
I don't
What?
think I've ever gone for a walk before. What is it? It's when you go outside to enjoy nature.
Alright. So, do you want to go for a walk?
Sure, Zinnia. I'd love to. Iris extends her hand to you. You grab her hand, and hold it. Iris gently pulls you up from the couch.
Okay.
Come on, Zinnia. Let's go for a walk in the forest. You and Iris walk out of the house. When you step outside, the bright sunlight jolts you for a second. Your eyes water, and your vision blurs.
Hold on.
Come on, Zinnia.
The sun
Let's
is
go,
blinding
Iris
me.
says. Here, Zinnia, Iris says, handing you a pair of sunglasses. Thanks, Iris. You say, putting them on. You and Iris walk into forest.
Walk into forest. You wonder what's around you in the forest.
As you and Iris walk through the forest, a path of stones appears.
Where do you think this path leads to, Iris?
I don't know, but let's follow it and find out. Iris says. You and Iris follow the stones as they make a line straight through the forest.
Alright, let's see where this leads. I don't even know if I'm a fairy anymore,
Suddenly,
dude.
you hear a sound. Horse hooves. Iris whispers. You and Iris quickly duck into the bushes as three men on horseback ride down the path.
The shit. Try and listen to what they're saying.
Have you reserved the rooms, Isabella? A heavy-set man with a beard asks. No, Hans. We haven't had time yet, a dark-haired woman next to him says.
Alright. Just keep it going. I want to see where this goes.
We need to do it soon. The BBC is sending a crew here to do a documentary on the forest. You don't think it's a little soon? They just formed yesterday.
What? Also, thank you, Baker Staunch, for gifting a sub to
The
Kraken.
third, a younger man with long
X flip
hair
me 300
says,
bits, save the 300 bits.
"Nah, the band's been practicing for months. The three of them ride down the stones path.
What? The finest bacon 35 months. Whoa, thanks for all the content. Thank you very much for the 35 months, almost 3 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34. Hi. Swag. They've been 35 months. Iris, do you know who those people are?
No. Who are they? Iris reaches into her bag and pulls out a thick, hardback book. She opens it up to a page that's full of signatures.
What's that?
Greater than you say, what's that?
What's that?
Iris looks at you with surprise. What's what? This? It's a autograph book, Zinnia. Oh, really?
Why do you have an autograph book with you? Not Yui. Ah, shit.
Iris looks at you and sighs in annoyance.
What? Was my question weird?
No, it's fine. It's just. Iris looks at you and sighs again. Zinnia, how would you react if I told you I was a princess? She asks.
I'd be just as confused as I already am.
Iris looks at you with a stunned expression. Do you mean that? Iris asks. Yes, of course I do. Iris stares at you for a moment.
You stare back at Iris.
Iris looks away. Zinnia, let's walk on the path, Iris says. Iris and you continue on the path. After a few minutes, You come across a wooden cabin.
Over to the cabin with Iris.
You and Iris walk up the wooden decking and enter the cabin. There's a small table with 2 small chairs on each side and a kitchen behind a half wall.
She said this island is fake, though. Do you know what this cabin is?
Iris walks into the cabin. You follow her. I think it's a restaurant.
Excuse
Zinnia.
me?
Let's sit down, Iris says, pointing to the chairs.
You sit down with Iris at the chairs. Alright. Let's hope we can get something to eat. Jesus Christ.
Iris and you sit down in the chairs. You both sit there for a moment. Suddenly, a woman walks out of the kitchen.
Hey there.
The woman looks at you and smiles. Hello, she says. Do you work here? Iris asks. Yes. Are you girls here for lunch?
Yes, we're starving.
Okay. My name is Martha, and I'll be your waitress for the day. What can I get you? You look over the menu and see a wide range of options.
You wonder what some of the food options are.
What do you recommend? You ask. The fried chicken is very popular, Martha says, or the burger. You look over the menu again and see a section labeled sandwiches.
Barg. Barger. I'll have the barger, please.
Martha smiles. Good choice, she says. Anything to drink? I'll have a Sprite, you say. I'll have a Mr. Pibb, Iris says.
How long should it take, Martha?
The fried chicken will take about 10 minutes. Do you need anything else? Martha says. No,
Wait,
thank
what
you,
about
Iris
the
says.
burger?
We'll come back in 10 minutes. Iris shakes her head. Zinnia, we don't have the money for that. Oh. I thought you
Do I
were
not
getting a
get to
job so
eat?
we could get to California.
What? 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 Why would I want to go to California?
You like it here? You want to crash in a cabin for the night? Yeah, sure, why not? I can get a job too. How are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
Iris shakes her head in annoyance. We need to get jobs so we can get to California. Come on, let's
I'm not
go,
leaving
Iris says.
until I get my food.
Iris sighs and goes to talk to Martha. Martha, we'll take the fried chicken. Coming right up, she says, walking into the kitchen.
Alright. You wait for the food to arrive. I don't even want the burger anymore. I just want something.
Greater than you wait for the food to arrive.
Calling it a burger may have messed it up. But no, she said... Hold on. She said good choice. Realistic waiting.
You wait outside, and after a few minutes, Martha comes back out with 2 plates. She places them on the table. Enjoy your meal, she says, walking back into the cabin.
You wonder what you see on the plates.
Greater than you wonder what you see on the plates. You look at the plate, and see 3 chicken
Whoa.
legs, and a pile of mashed potatoes. You pick up one of the chicken legs and take a bite.
Iris, this chicken is amazing.
Iris looks at you, and smiles. Told you so, Iris says. I'll say, you reply.
What's your favorite flavor? For anybody new here, this is a callback to the previous story.
Chocolate, Iris says. Chocolate is a flavor? You say in confusion. Iris laughs. It is now. You smile, and finish your chicken.
In the previous story, the guy asked me what my favorite flavor of orange juice was. No, he asked what my favorite flavor of food was, and then flavor of orange juice. I need to thank Martha for the great meal.
Iris nods, and you walk into the cabin. You see Martha standing over a stove. Martha, you say. Zinnia,
Did you
I
cook
didn't
that
see you
food
there.
yourself, Martha?
No, the food came from our restaurant in town. I'm just warming it up here. Do you want some as well?
Are you kidding me? It was frozen?
No, it was fridge. We keep the food in a cooler outside, and then bring it in here to warm it up.
It's bloody frozen? Are you fucking kidding me?
Iris hits you upside the head. Zinnia, watch your language, she says angrily. Sorry, Martha. Martha smiles understandingly.
Alright. Sorry, I just expected a fresh meal here.
I understand. Here, have a cookie. Martha pulls out a box
Nice.
of cookies from the cabin. You take one of the cookies out of the package.
Thanks. What kind of cookies are these?
These are shortbread cookies, Martha says, my favorite. Mine too. Iris squeals.
I think shortbread are pretty good, but chocolate chip is better.
I like cookies, but I don't think I could ever have enough to eat a whole package, Zinnia says. I agree, there is no such thing as too many cookies.
Well, I beg to differ. Too many cookies can lead to diabetes.
You don't have diabetes, Iris says. I don't? No, you jumped out of the moving vehicle to avoid getting it.
Alright. Thank God I dodged that diabetes.
You laugh. Now, let's go, you say. You wave goodbye to Martha, and walk off into the woods. Where are we going? Iris asks after a few minutes of walking.
Honestly, I have no idea, Iris.
Well, we have 3 directions to go in. Left, right, and forward, Iris says. Let's go right, Zinnia says.
Alright. Left, right, and forward. My favorite directions.
Let's go forward, Rose says. You pick left, and begin to walk. Suddenly, you hit something.
What? Who's Rose? Wait. Iris? Are you Rose?
Yes, I'm Rose, Rose says. You hear a deep voice from in front of you. Where do you think you're going? It asks. Who are you?
What?
Iris asks.
Hold on, let's see what this person says.
You hit my bike, the voice says. Bike? Is this more human nonsense? Zinnia asks, irritated.
How many people are here?
I think there's 5 of us, Zinnia says. 5? The voice asks. I'm not counting myself, so there's 6 of you. There's 1 of you.
Everyone state your name.
The man counts off everyone. 1, 2, he says. 3, 4. I'm 5, are you 6? Yes, I'm 6, Rose says. I'm 7.
What's everyone's names?
I'm 8, Rose says. I'm Iris, Iris says. I'm 9, Zinnia says. 10, the man says, after a long pause.
That sounds like there's 4 of us here.
If you think so, Rose says. Wait, are you all? Number 10 asks, trailing off. Yes, we're all. Iris trails off.
We're all what?
Yes, we're all. Zinnia asks. I think we're all what? You ask. I have no idea what you people are talking about, number 10 says.
I agree with number 10. I have no idea who you people are talking about.
I have no idea what you people are talking about, Zinnia says. So do I, Iris says. I don't understand what you mean, Rose says.
Can we go back to Martha?
Let's go back to the house, Iris says. Yes, let's, Rose says.
Oh,
You
thank
all
God.
walk back to the house in silence.
A turtle made it
All
to
right.
the water.
23 Skidoo with the Twitch Prime. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Sweet.
You open the door to the cabin, and see Martha, sitting on the floor in the corner of the room. I'm sorry, she says. I'm sorry. It's
A
okay.
turtle made it to the water.
Martha, what did you do? What?
You're dead, Martha says. I'm so sorry. I'm not dead, you are, Martha says.
I'm dead again? I'm a ghost again? How did you know? How do you know?
It's okay, Martha says. It happened a long time ago. You were killed in the war. I was a soldier, you say. Martha nods and smiles.
Am I a fairy? Was I in a fairy war?
No, Martha says. You were in a war, but it wasn't a fairy war. I was a soldier, you say. I died? Yes, Martha says.
How do you know?
You told me, Martha says. When? You ask. Whenever you want to know something, you tell me, and I tell you, Martha says. It's okay.
Did your fried chicken or cookie kill me?
Oh no, Martha says. You were killed in a war. You died a hero. I was. You won the war, Martha says.
I was a hero?
You were a hero, Martha says. How do you know? You ask. You told me, Martha says. When?
Yeah, when? Mind-blowingly good. Hapatalk P with
What
Twitch Prime.
happened?
Thank you, Hapatalk.
Whenever you want to know something, you tell me, and I tell you, Martha says. It's okay.
What happens next? You... you rest in peace, knowing you won the war and saved everyone.
And everyone loved you for it.
The end.
The end.
Do one more. Alright. This time I want to actually be Billy, alright? First I was Billy, and it turns out I wasn't Billy. Then I was a fairy, it turns out I wasn't a fairy. Now I'm going to be a ranger, because Billy's actually an orc hunter. So I'm going to be a ranger. And I'm going to be named Billy.
Your prey, a fearsome minotaur, eats from a dead elk. You draw your bow. You consider your options.
You are Billy, a ranger living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a hunting bow and a quiver of arrows. You've been searching for a mystical beast for 3 months, tracking it through a forest. As you crouch behind a clump of trees, you see your prey. A fearsome minotaur eats from a dead elk. You draw your bow. You consider your options. So let's see, I can shoot the minotaur. I can talk to the minotaur. Or I could walk away. I guess those are my options. Like, why am I hunting the minotaur? You wonder why you're hunting the minotaur.
A loud crack fills the air, as the minotaur looks up, a black arrow protruding from his forehead. He's dead before he realizes it. You hear footsteps behind you, but you already know who it is.
Nani? You turn around.
You turn around and see a man. He is tall and blonde, wearing a hooded black robe. You've seen him before, in town. His name is Thomas, and people say he's a wizard.
Why did you kill that minotaur, Thomas?
I needed meat, and he was a threat. Simple as that, Thomas answers.
Fair enough.
You and Thomas carry the Minotaur's body back to town. The townspeople stare in awe at the beast, and are surprised when you cut slices of meat from it for all to eat.
You wonder if anyone is impressed by your Minotaur haul with Thomas. Yeah, I got the burger in the end of it.
That night, you sleep in the wizard's tower. It's a cold night, but the fire in the hearth warms your bones. You awake to find a girl staring at you.
You wonder what the girl looks like.
The girl has long blonde hair, almost white. Her eyes are bright blue, almost purple. Hello, she says. Hello, you respond.
Hello. Hello.
What's your name? She asks. Billy. You reply. I'm Jenny. What are you doing in the wizard's
I'm
tower?
Jenny. I helped kill a Minotaur with him. Why are you here?
I'm his daughter, Jenny Beans. That night, you eat dinner with Jenny and her father. He's a kind man, and there's an empty seat at the table. You wonder who it belongs to.
Thanks for the dinner. Who normally sits at the empty seat over there?
Oh, that's for my son. He died in the war. You are shocked.
A war?
Yes, the one against the kingdom of Viraskali, says Thomas. What happened? You ask. It was a long time ago. I don't like to talk about it.
Alright. Jenny is a very lovely girl. We'll just switch the subject real quick. Did I break it? I already broke the AI.
Greater than you say Jenny is a very lovely girl. Why thank you, Billy, says Jenny. How did you two meet? You ask. Well, he saved my life when I was a little girl, says Jenny. Really? How? You ask. I was out in the woods when I saw this big Minotaur. I got scared and ran. Suddenly, I fell into a pit. I would have died if my father hadn't saved me.
So you were adopted by Thomas. Alright, okay.
That's right, says Jenny. He considered himself my father ever since. You and Jenny talked for hours about various things. Thomas stays in the room, but he doesn't contribute to the conversation.
Okay. Night Siegemeyer 100 bits, Railroading DM, thank you for the 100 bits. That's a little weird. Thank you again for letting me stay here, Thomas.
No problem, Billy, he says. That night, you fall asleep. You awake in the middle of the night, and see Jenny standing over your bed.
Oh boy. Alright. Okay. Jenny? What are you doing here?
I have a secret to tell you. she whispers.
What is it?
A Minotaur is in the woods, and he's planning to kill my father.
Okay. Alright. Not what I thought. Not where I thought that was going. Okay. It's probably because we have the safe for work filter on. What? How do you know that?
The Minotaur is he's you know what, never mind. But he told me he was going to kill my father.
He's your what? You can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
Okay. The Minotaur is my boyfriend. What? You ask. The Minotaur is my boyfriend. She says, a little louder than before.
Jenny, how old are you?
I'm 17. And how old is the Minotaur? You ask. He's 18. She responds.
Thanks.
I didn't know Minotaurs use the same age system. That's not bad. It's like they're both in
He's
high
smart.
school or something.
He knows the importance of age. You look at the door.
I thought he was going to be
and
like
see that
40 or
it's
some
still
shit.
closed. You turn back to Jenny.
What? Why does he want to kill your father?
He doesn't like the fact my father hunts and kills his kind. He says it's
All right.
not right to kill such majestic creatures.
I mean, fair enough. He's got a point. Yo, this story's actually legit so far. Okay, alright. That's a fair point.
Yes, it is. That's why he wants to kill my father. This is all a little too much for you to process. Look, I can help you guys kill the Minotaur.
Wait. What? What?
Yes, it is. That's why he wants
Okay,
to
I think
kill my
I think
father.
it broke. Hold on, rewind.
This is all a little too much for you to process. Look, I can help you guys kill the Minotaur.
I'm gonna rewind it. How can we convince your father to not kill his kind?
I don't want him to kill his kind.
What? Jenny, how are we going to solve this issue?
I don't know. Suddenly, the door bursts open.
Oh,
a
no.
Minotaur stands in the doorway, looking at you and Jenny. What's going on
Oh,
here?
no.
He asks.
Oh, no. Listen, bro. Nothing was going on. We were on your side.
I can't believe you would betray me like this, Jenny. He exclaims, walking towards you. Please, stop, says Jenny, blocking his path. Get out of my way, woman.
Woman! Get out of my way. You reach for your bow and arrow and line it up at the Minotaur. Don't come at me. Don't come any closer.
Billy, put that bow down. Jenny says. Don't tell him to put down his bow. The Minotaur yells.
What's your name, Minotaur?
Trog. He responds. Trog, I'm still on your side. I just want to talk this out.
Okay, we're back.
Trog
We're back.
sighs and sits down in a chair.
I want to help you, Trog. I want you to live and not be killed by Jenny's father.
Thanks, Billy. That's all I want too. Doesn't this Minotaur have a name? You think?
Wait, what? Sure. Whatever. It's a little hiccup in the system. You think? Is there a non-violent way we can fix this?
I don't know. Maybe. Trog says.
Okay. All right. I feel like I'm caught in the undertow right now, man. Okay, let's Jenny, do you have any ideas?
I might have one. She says, but it involves lying to my father. You wouldn't be the first woman to do it.
What?
Should we really trust her? You think?
What plan would that be? What would you lie about?
I'd tell him the Minotaur had already left. But that would be a lie. You exclaim. Father would kill Trog anyway, says Jenny.
What would you lie about? I'd tell him the Minotaur already left, but that would be a lie! What if Trog... Fuck it. What if Trog challenged Thomas to trial to an arena battle?
I'd accept, says Trog. He's old and feeble. He'll probably die soon anyway. You think? Alright.
Let's tell the town the winner becomes the new grand. The new. I don't even know what the shit this is. The winner. The winner lives and the loser dies. I don't know.
You're crazy, says Trog. Father can take him, says Jenny. Trog leaves the house, while you and Jenny follow.
Where are we going, Trog?
Trog, Jenny and yourself arrive at Town Hall, where the mayor is standing outside. What's all this then? He asks. I would like to challenge you to an honorable duel, says Trog.
Pardon my friend, Trog. He means to challenge Thomas to a duel.
You? The mayor asks, in disbelief. At noon tomorrow, at the town arena. Trog exclaims. We'll see, says the mayor.
We'll see? What are you? A little bitch?
The mayor gets angry. How dare you call me a little bi? What did you call me? He says, stumbling over his words in anger. You heard me.
A little
Trog
bi.
goes over to the mayor, getting in his face and screaming at him in rage. You're scared. I know you are. Trog yells. No, I'm not.
So you accept the duel?
Yes. When and where? The mayor tells you, and you repeat it back to him to make sure you understand. He nods, and begins walking away. Noon, at the arena.
You wait until noon and head to the arena.
As you approach the arena, you hear a loud scream of agony. Help! It shrieks.
You ignore the screams for help. You have a duel to partake in.
You arrive at the arena and see a crowd has gathered around the center. There you see Trog, wielding a barbed spear and the old Minotaur from last night.
What? Wait. Is the mayor a Minotaur? The... Just let it keep going. Let's let it keep going.
They are locked in a deadly fight. I got here as soon as I could. You say, thanks kid, says Trog.
Trog's locked in a deadly fight. They're battling. And I'm like, hey, I got here. And he's like, thanks, kid. Where's Jenny?
She's not coming. As the fight continues, you learn that Trog cannot match the raw power of the old Minotaur.
What? What?
The fight ends with a powerful charge from the old Minotaur. He slams into Trog, sending him to the ground, then swings his axe. It slams into Trog's chest, ending the fight.
I wonder if everyone here is a Minotaur.
The townspeople begin to chant bull over and over again. You wonder if you'll be turned into dinner if you lose. As the horn sounds, you immediately dash forward and to the left.
You make your way back to the wizard tower. Dude, we had a good story going there for a while. I mean, it's still good, but...
Greater than you make your way back to the wizard tower. You turn and begin running towards the wizard's tower. You dash past the arena, and run up to the wizard's tower. You go inside, and find yourself in a large library.
Is anyone here?
You look around, and see a single book on a pedestal in the middle of the room. You walk towards it, and read the title. It reads How to Pick Up Chicks. What?
Reroll button. Oh, this rerolls the AI's thing. You open the book and read.
You open the book, and begin to read it. How to Pick Up Chicks 101, Be a Wizard. What? You think?
You read more.
You hear a strange ding, noise, and turn around. Standing in the room is a beautiful woman. She looks at you, smiling. Hello, she says. Hello.
I am a wizard.
I see that. She says, smiling. Are you a wizard? You nod your head. Yes. Will you teach me? She asks. Teach you what?
I can teach you a lot of things.
Really? She asks. Yes. You say. For example, you can learn how to regain your youth by riding my stick. You grab your member and thrust it in her direction.
Alright, okay. Let's abort.
You will? Yes. Teach me. She looks at you, smiling. She sits down on a chair next to her. Okay. First, lean in close.
Let me just... Safe mode. Safe mode is enabled.
You will? Yes. Teach me. She looks at you, smiling.
Alright.
She sits down on a chair next to her. Okay. First, lean in close.
You lean towards her and whisper. It's free real estate.
She leans back and laughs. What does that mean? She asks.
It depends. How old are you?
She looks down, looking embarrassed. I'm 16. 16. You lean back in your chair. Oh well. You're legal. She leans in close to you, smiling.
Let's re-roll that.
I'm 16. Then no, you're not old enough to buy. You begin to say, before she interrupts.
Let's re-roll that.
18. She said, 20. Well, you can own
Alright,
land if
we're
you're
safe.
married, and you're at an age where you do that sort of thing.
We're safe. Alright. Why are you here?
She looks at you, thinking, I'm trying to get rid of this curse I have. She says, I see. What does it do? It makes me invisible.
But I can see you.
Well, you can see me. Or, well, you're talking to me right now. Yes. But I could also see you when you were invisible. She thinks for a minute, confused. Wait. Are you a wizard? She asks. Yes. You are? Yes. You say, annoyed. She looks around and grabs something out of her pocket.
What's that?
It's a mirror. She says, defensively. Oh. You say, surprised. Why? She holds it out to you. Look into it. She says.
You look into the mirror.
You look into the mirror and see a man staring back at you. It's you, except older. I am you, but older. I came here to warn you. He says.
Warn me about what?
The society of possible wizards that you're in, it's bad. They're not real wizards, and they're going to try to kill you. What? Who is they?
Thomas?
The man in the mirror shakes his head. No, another wizard.
Have I met him?
The man thinks for a minute. I think so. He has the ability to turn things invisible, like me. The woman looks down, saddened.
The women? The women. Where's Jenny? Where's Trog?
Greater than you say, where's Jenny? Where's Trog?
Steven Seagal with the 50 months. I've joined the stream at the weirdest time
I
possible.
don't know. They left me. Wait, why did they leave? Because of my curse. The man in the mirror looks at her, and then back at you.
I'm cursed? I'm cursed?
Yes. You turn everything you touch invisible. What? That's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, it's what happens. He looks at the woman.
Mind-blowingly good.
Except for her. She must love you a lot. He smiles sadly at her, and backs away. I have to leave now. Goodbye. The man in the mirror disappears.
Well, that happened. Thank you, Steven Seagal.
The woman looks at you. We both have stuff we need to do. You're a wizard,
What?
correct? You nod. Well then, you must head to the capital and save the king.
Hey, are you actually 20 or are you lying?
I'm actually 20. She nods. Well then I suppose that means we've both got a quest of sorts to do.
All right. We're just confirming here. All right. What's your quest?
She thinks for a minute. I need to get my brothers and sisters back. They were all scattered after the old king died, but I know my mom is looking after them somewhere. You nod, understanding.
Where are you from?
I'm from the village of Drolaville, north of here. How far is that? She thinks for a minute. I don't really know. Days of walking, I suppose.
You want to go back there? I need to get out of this place.
She thinks for a minute.
All right. Well,
Sure. She says. I found it a few days ago. I can find it again. It's not too far from here. You nod. Well then we should probably get going.
okay. She found it a few days ago. What's your name, by the way? Yeah, I was just asking her.
Eliza. I'm Thomas. She smiles. Well then Thomas, ready to go? You nod, and leave the room.
I
The
am
innkeeper walks up to you. Going somewhere? You nod.
the
Of
innkeeper.
course. Didn't you know? You owe me money.
Oh shit. I left Trog to die because I'm Thomas. What the shit? You went to the wizard tower and pretended to be Thomas? Wait! You're right! So I am Thomas now, because I pretended to be Thomas. She came here thinking I was Thomas. Oh shit! So she thinks I'm Thomas now, but I'm actually Billy. Hold on. You wonder if you know any magic.
You don't know any spells. Well, of course you don't. You're not a wizard.
Oh,
You head
Jesus.
outside. Eliza is holding the reins of two horses, a brown and a white one.
Okay.
Which one do you want? She asks. That one. You say, pointing at the brown horse. You get on the horse, and set off. It's the nice day outside.
This is... Tell me a bit more about yourself, Eliza. Alright.
Greater than you say, tell me a bit more about yourself, Eliza.
Eliza.
She sits on her horse for a second. Well, what do you want to know?
I don't know. I didn't think that far. Why is she single? Are you single?
She laughs. Yes, I'm single. You ride on for a little longer, before you spot an old wooden cabin. Is that it? You ask. She nods.
Alright. Wait, is that it? The cabin? This is the town? Or is this the halfway point?
This is the town. Or what's left of it. What happened? She gets a little sad. There was a big fire here. A lot of people died.
Where's your family?
I have 2 younger brothers. One of them survived the fire, but he got sick a few months later. Died before the year was out. She gets a little teary-eyed.
Hey. Sorry to hear that. It's alright. I place. Oh wait, I can't even. I forget I can do like action stuff. Okay, you place your hand on her shoulder. Hey, it's all right. Everything is gonna be okay. I don't know. It's not okay.
She
Everyone
wipes her
died.
eyes. Yes. Yes it is. You both ride into the village.
You look around.
The village isn't that big, and consists of little more than a few wooden cottages and a large brick mansion. You're guessing that's Lord Rostov's manor.
Do you know anyone here?
I know Lord Rostov. You know the lord of the village? I used to be his daughter's nanny. So then you must know where his daughter is.
What? Alright, okay.
We can get the box from her. I doubt if she
The
still
box?
has it. Her and her husband were killed in the fire that destroyed the village. The box is most likely lost.
What box?
The one you wanted to find in the first place. The one your master said contains something that shouldn't be released. If it was so dangerous, why did you take it?
Screw the box. Let's run away, Eliza. Let's run away together. And forget our troubled pasts.
I think I'd like that. This world has given me nothing but pain. You and Eliza ride out of the village, both of you feeling free for the first time.
Eliza's
in a
20.
long
We've
time.
confirmed it and double confirmed it. Alright, fantastic. Okay. Where should we start our new life?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't care as long as we're together. You smile. You and Eliza ride off into the distance, where your futures await you.
Honestly, that's a pretty solid ending. Could just end right there. Could just end right there. X flipping 19 bits, saving 19 bits. You Alright, this is the unofficial ending, but what happens if you set up a camp in the woods nearby Eliza, I have to tell you something.
What is it? I'm a vampire. And I bit you when we were in that house. I'm sorry. Eliza puts her fingers to your mouth, silencing you.
What? Hold on. I just want to see where it takes us.
I know. I felt it. But don't worry. I'm not afraid. Not afraid? No. Because now, we'll be together forever.
Well, I was actually kidding again. I'm not Thomas. I'm Billy. And I'm not a wizard. I'm a hunter.
To your surprise, she doesn't believe you. It's true. I'm sorry. You plead. No, it's fine. Eliza says reassuringly.
Do you wish I was a vampire?
Not really. Would you like me if I wasn't a vampire? Yes, of course I would. Would you like me if I wasn't human?
Because I am human.
Yes, I would like you if you weren't human. Would you like me if I wasn't a wizard?
Would you like
Yes,
me on a
I would
boat?
like you
Would
if
you
you
like
weren't
me
a
with a
wizard.
goat? Would you like me here or there? Would you like me anywhere? Well, I'm an orc.
Eliza sits there and thinks for a second, confused. Wait a minute. On talk screen? You laugh. No. Never mind that. Forget what I said.
I used to be green. Then I got a wizard to curse me and change my skin color. We're coming full circle.
I don't understand. Why would a wizard do that to you? Eliza asks. No reason in particular. She was just a mean old woman. You laugh.
Alright, this is it. This is it. We go in. Okay. You lean in and try to kiss Eliza.
Eliza laughs in return, pushing you away. I would like that, but we should get some sleep. I don't know
I got
about
rejected.
you, but I'm exhausted. You nod.
She doesn't like orcs. Is it because I'm an orc?
No. It's because I've been on the run for 2 days, and I'm so tired I can barely even think. Oh. Okay then. You reply.
You go to sleep next to Eliza. That's fair enough. I thought she was going to be
Over the
like
next
some
2
crazy
days,
answer, but it's like an
you and
actual
Eliza
legit
make
answer.
your way back to Heffridge. There you meet up with Thomas and the rest of his vampire hunters.
What? What? Reroll.
You know it's a bit soon, but you really like Eliza. Maybe this won't be as bad as you thought. Maybe she'll even stay with you forever. Now you're falling asleep.
Okay. If we keep this going.
I love you, Eliza. I love you too, Billy. You wake up to a bunch of sunshine hitting your face.
You let out a big yawn. Good morning.
Good morning, Billy.
Oh, she's still
Eliza
here.
replies,
Okay.
Did you sleep well?
I thought it was
Yes,
gonna be like
thank you.
Eliza's
You've
gone.
been up for
She's
quite
been
a
captured
while.
by the vampire hunter. What are we going to do today?
We're going to hang out today. We can do whatever you want, since it's your day. I didn't know we had a holiday. It's a special day for us.
What day is it?
It's the day where we spend time together. That's all you need to know. You can't argue with that logic, so you just agree. So what do you want to do first?
You kiss Eliza. You lean in to kiss Eliza.
Eliza gets up and stretches, giving you a great look at her butt. First things first, let's get some food. I'm starving. You nod in agreement.
I feel like safe mode being on is like, it's definitely blocking something. But it's probably for the best. The only food I need is that ass. I just want to see our responses.
Let's go get some food, Billy. Okay.
Alright,
You
we're done.
reply. You and Eliza head into the town, hand in hand. You head into a local fast food restaurant.
Is this place... I hope this place is good. Dude, we're just like an old married couple now.
I'm sure it's fine. You both order, then sit down to wait for your food. So, you say, so. Eliza replies, smiling.
So...
You sit in silence again. You're not very good at talking, or doing, whatever this is. So, Eliza repeats, I love you. You blurt out. I love you too, Billy. So, you sit in silence once again. The food arrives, ending the awkward conversation. You eat your food, both of you silently.
Eliza, it feels like just the other day we were young, spry, and full of love. Are we old now?
Eliza bursts out laughing. Speak for yourself. I still feel like I did when I was 20. You both pay for your food, leaving the restaurant.
What? Liza, how old are you?
I'm 161. I'm 125. You reply. It's hard to remember what it's like to be human.
If we just re-roll that one.
I'm 21 in a few months. 21? You're 3 years older than me.
Wait,
We're
what?
still young. You both walk around town for a while,
If we
holding
re-roll
hands.
again.
I'm 139.
Hey, what if we re-roll?
Really? I'm only 120. I thought you were older. Oh, I'm 29. You're a year younger than me. You continue to walk down the street, heading towards the park. So what do you want to do at the park?
Alright. I like feeding the ducks.
Let's go feed the ducks, then. Both of you head towards the park. You're silent, as usual. When you arrive at the park, You immediately head over to the duck pond.
Here, ducks. Come get some food.
You throw a few pieces of bread at the ducks. Most of them come over, but one stays in the middle of the pond.
Hey, Eliza, why do you think that duck isn't moving? Cat's not hungry, he's playing with his toy.
I think it's a sculpture, Billy. Oh, sorry, Eliza. You continue to watch the ducks. After a while, Eliza gets up.
Where are you going? Aww.
I'm going to play on the playground, she replies. You watch her walk away, then turn to the ducks again. So, ducks, what do you think of Eliza?
Let's find out.
The two ducks next to you both quack and waddle over to the other side of the pond. Okay then. You continue to watch the ducks until you hear a bell ring.
I want to know where this takes me.
Oh, that's the end of school. The park's going to get crowded soon. As if on cue, a bunch of screaming children run into the park. Suddenly you think of something.
Alright, what am I thinking of?
Hey Eliza, aren't you supposed to be in school? No, I got expelled last week. What did you do?
Let's re-roll that one.
Hey, Eliza. Want to go to the fair tonight? Yeah. Let's go.
Listen,
Let's go.
Eliza's been in
He
school
replies, excitedly.
so long
You
that
laugh
at
her
29 she
enthusiasm.
finally got expelled because she got so frustrated that she was 29 years old and still in school. Eliza, you should try the cotton candy. It's very good at the fair.
I don't have any money, though. Don't worry about it, I'll buy it for you. Thanks, Bill. You
Bill?
and Eliza continue walking down the street.
Eliza, why did you get expelled?
Eliza's mood immediately drops. I was a bit of a rebellious kid. Like what? I don't want to talk about it.
Aren't you 29? Shouldn't you be grown up by now?
I don't want to talk about it, Billy. Fine, fine. You continue to walk with Eliza. So, do you want to go to the fair?
Yes, let's go now.
Yes, let's go now. Great. This way. You turn around to follow Eliza and realize she is no longer there. You turn around again to see her standing in front of you.
What?
Let's go. You quickly follow Eliza, your questions going unanswered. After a minute of brisk walking, she stops in front of a large building with a line forming in front of it. Do you want to go on the Ferris wheel now, or later? Now, of course. Eliza snickers a bit.
Eliza, what year is it?
"2016. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it was. Eliza interrupts you. We should go now, if we're going to go on it.
Let's go! Sir Nerdface, 44 months. Think of the 44 months.
Eliza leads you to the front of the line and hands 2 tickets to the bored-looking teenager working the entrance. Thanks,
Swag.
he mutters, not
They have
looking
44
away
months.
from his phone.
Okay. After a Minotaurs is it? Hey, Eliza, do you think Minotaurs exist?
Of course not, Billy. You enter the building and realize that a fair this size has everything. A huge Ferris wheel dominates the landscape, while a roller coaster twists and turns above you.
That's weird, because I swore I used to be friends with Minotaurs and almost killed a Minotaur once.
I think that's a myth, Billy. You walk towards the Ferris wheel. Eliza pays for both of your tickets.
Wait, I thought we were already on the Ferris wheel.
So where do you want to sit, Billy? You look at the seats. There are some with no seatbelt, and some with a seatbelt. I'll take that one.
The one with no seat belts.
You walk over and hop into a seat. The bar is down, locking you in. Hey wait. Those are supposed to have seatbelts.
Alright.
I don't need a seatbelt. You turn to see Eliza laughing at you.
I'm a big kid. Me no need seat belt.
Eliza laughs again. Okay, if you say so. The ride starts and the central pillar lifts, taking you up into the air. You look down and feel your stomach drop.
You wrap your arms around Eliza. Will you be my seatbelt, Eliza?
Ha ha ha, sure Billy.
Thanks.
You wrap your forearms around Eliza, squeezing tightly. She hugs you back and kisses you on the cheek.
Oh my
Thanks
god, it
for being
happened.
so sweet to me, Billy.
It finally happened. Fiendish Crow with the 33 months. Thank you for the 33 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Sweet. Thank you for the 33 months. Listen, it's like 3:20 a.m. right now. It's getting pretty late. We gotta wrap this story up. You feel the warmth of companionship as the Ferris wheel. How do you spell Ferris wheel? Where the shit is it? Ferris wheel breaks, crashing to the ground.
Your stomach falls out and you feel a sharp pain. You look down and scream. We're going to die. The Ferris wheel is on fire and quickly collapsing.
We'll be together forever, Eliza. This story has to end because it's getting late. Oh, whoops. I meant to do the say.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'll see you soon, Billy. You wake up. You are in a hospital bed.
No.
Yeah, it is late. Thank you for spending time with me. Good night, Eliza. Good night, Billy.
The end.
You reached the good ending.
The good ending. There it is. We reached the good ending. We did it. So, to recap, we had the first story where I was, well, I can't even remember that far back. I was a peasant that went off to explore, got attacked by a bird, grabbed the bird, flew into the sky, dropped from the sky, hit my head, woke up in a mental asylum, talked to a bunch of people, and learned I was dead. So I think I died from the drop and then had some like crazy afterlife or whatever. Meeting John, zombies, whole bunch of shit. Then, second story, I was a fairy. Wait, a fairy that... Jesus Christ, what even happened? There's the fairy, I rescued Zuzu, or whatever the shit their name was. Then, I... we met other fairies that were captured, went through a portal, got attacked by bees, met more fairies, built a boat with one of the fairies, discovered a fictional island that was real but was fake, got dinner at a cabin with Martha that reheated my food, and then the fairy turns out she wasn't real, but she was real, but she wasn't real, and then it turns out... How the shit did that end? Was I a ghost in that one too? I think I was a ghost in that one too. Yeah. Oh yeah, Martha told me I died and I was a soldier and I won the war. That's what it was. We died in the war, but I was a hero. And then this one, which actually had some sort of story going for a while, where there was the girl, or the guy. How did it even? Oh yeah, we were hunting a minotaur, but then the guy behind me killed the minotaur, and then he invited me back to his home after we brought it to town and carved it up, and then it turned out that his daughter that he adopted was dating a minotaur, but the minotaur wanted to kill him because he killed his people. And then I was like, we'll challenge him to a duel, but he challenged the mayor to a duel, but I think it was a town of minotaurs, so I fled, and then I tried to become Thomas, who was the wizard, but then the Eliza walked in, and she was like, aha, here's a mirror, and I still don't know what the shit that mirror is about, but then I was like, alright, I guess I'm Thomas now, and then I followed her out of town, and then she had a sad story, and I'm like, let's go be together. And then we went together, and then we became like a old suburban couple. Then we became a younger suburban couple, and then we died in a Notebook-style ending. So yeah. So that was fun. So yeah, I'll probably play this again. Honestly, this game is like... This is like a crazy... This is like if D&D... It's like if I was playing D&D with a computer. And honestly... I think it's fantastic. I want to play D&D with the computer all the time. So hey, thanks for watching. If you're new here, click the follow button. Follow along. Be alerted when I go live. Check out all the links below the stream. Whole bunch of links down there. There's Crendor sweatpants, Discord, Amazon, Ashes of Creation, new merch, Twitch Prime, subscribe, Patreon, Jinx, Tips, Chrono GG, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all down below. Check it all out. Thanks to everybody who subscribed, resubscribed, dropped bits, dropped tips, gifted subs. Thank you very much. And hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Thank you to Kraken for the host raid. I'm curious to see your story. I want to watch everybody's AI stories now. I want everybody to play this. I want Sam to play this game now. Fiendish Crow, 33 months. Thank you for the 33 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Swipe. Thank you for the 33 months. I need Jesse. Oh my god, Jesse should play this story too. Oh, Sam played with Kraken? I didn't even know that. Either way, thanks for watching. And, wait, how do you play multiplayer? Like, how does it even work? Do you just, like, do you go back and forth typing story things. Is that what they do? Or is that how you play it? Ah, okay, so you take turns. You go. Honestly, that sounds fantastic. I need to tell Jesse about this game. So we can definitely do some, like, Fan Friday thing. Alright, I'm done. Thanks for watching. And I will see you later. Okay? Okay. See ya.